Now, I have one of the most outstanding personal assistants that I've had in 30 years of business. She's amazing. Never met her. Never been to the town that she lives in. She's 6,000 miles away. Her loyalty, her dedication has been just phenomenal. There are some obviously huge benefits to employment. And the question itself is essentially asking, should I or shouldn't I be, and what are the essential benefits? Well, again, as an entrepreneur, the benefits to being employed is that you have a lot of the uncertainty taken away from you in terms of being able to wonder what you're going to earn next week, etc. Being able to provide money for other people based upon your business. So it will provide livelihoods for others based upon your decisions. So if you are leaving school, I get the similar question. People say, should I go to college? Should I go to get a job? Should I start my own business? And employment can offer a very valid training ground that bridges the gap between leaving school, starting a business. And as long as you're getting experience in something that you can then apply that experience to, it's kind of an apprenticeship. What you don't want to do is approach a job that you don't like or you're uncertain of with the view to, I don't like this is a dead end, that can provide some level of motivation to get out. But if you have a game plan, for example, I'm going to go into employment for the next 2 years, learn everything I can about this particular industry, then I'm either going to go and start my own business, or I'm going to form a partnership, or I'm going to do something with that level of experience. Then you've got a game plan. And if you don't like what you're doing right now, if you're not skipping to work, even if it's a job that you don't like doing, then one of the most common phrases that I've been re-quoted around the internet on is it's complaining about your current circumstances that is the glue that keeps you tied to them. And if you're single and you complain about being single, you're going to stay single. Why? Because who wants to be with somebody that doesn't like their own company? Just don't like their own company, what chance you got? So if you have a situation where you're wondering about whether you get employed, ask better questions. I don't know your life situation. I don't know what your outcomes are. I don't know what your aspirations are. If you're looking for certainty to get some experience in order to move forward into a pathway that you think is too wide a gap to cross right now, then employment offers a very beautiful solution for somebody to go and acquire that level of experience. If you're employed because you're scared of starting your own business and you keep making excuses, when this happens, then I will, and that's been going on for a while. In other words, you don't have a definite game plan. You're not looking to engage in a specific structured sort of plan to acquire knowledge that you're in process with right now in order to then apply that into a business. Then you're just making excuses, and you're essentially going to be there in the next 10, 15, 20, 50 years. Because the real reason is not should I, shouldn't get a job. The real question, is not should I or shouldn't I get a job or be employed. The real question is, how fast can I embrace the uncertainty of being able to trust myself to step into the unknown and swing the bat regardless of whether I win or lose. That's two different lives right there. So if you are of a predisposition where you listen to the voice that says you're here to captain your own ship, then either go set sail, and if the boat sinks, don't worry, you won't drown. We live in a society where it's impossible to starve to death. And come back to shore, build a new boat, go sail. If you've got to work on somebody else's boat for a while as a deckhand or as a sailor, then fair enough. But eventually you'll build another ship and you'll go sail another sea, and if a storm capsizes you, then you'll learn from that, and so on. So ask yourself, what is the real question that's going on? And have fun with it. It's not life or death. Business is fairly simple. In today's world, with the technology that's available, the barrier to entry is so low. You don't have to save up a year's worth of savings to put down a deposit on a 12-month lease to employ people on 40 hours a week that you've only got 20 hours of work for. None of that exists anymore. You can go and hire people by the hour that are super qualified for next to nothing, that is a double the average wage in their country virtually. You can get access to software that people have spent tens of millions of dollars perfecting, that you can actually have as if you built it yourself for like $10 a month on a subscription, on an app, on a server. I mean, we're living in such a beautiful time. The gig economy, the new entrepreneur economy, the virtual freedom economy, all of that. Now, I have one of the most outstanding personal assistants that I've had in 30 years of business. She's amazing. Never met her. Never been to the town that she lives in. She's 6,000 miles away. And she's there bang on 8 o'clock every morning online. And she'll sign off 5 o'clock every evening. I'll get a full daily report. She handles everything. And she's great. I even bought her a brand new Mac Air for Christmas as a surprise present, which to her is like a couple of months' wages. And her loyalty, her dedication has been just phenomenal. I couldn't do that 10 years ago. You'd be struggling to do that 5 years ago. But right now, what would you do? What would you have to do for that in England? Pay for that kind of quality 30, 40 grand a year? And what do I use? Do I use her 8 hours a day? No. I even farm her out to some of my other members of the team that now use her time. But I'm super happy with that. So, if you want to become an entrepreneur, the excuse of, I don't know enough, I'm not certain enough, unless it's a specialized industry that you need to go and get some experience in, which is great. Nothing wrong with that. But if you're staying there too long because you're using it as an excuse not to embrace the journey, the adventure of being an entrepreneur, then that's a whole different conversation.